Yes, I can see this is your local host.
Yes, it's my local. It's like, you know, exactly same. Uh, exactly same. Nothing
Okay.
changed. Okay,
Okay.
you can nothing changed, right? It's
Okay.
exactly same. In the version 4, what we have is here. When you know your mouse goes down, you will see a menu, right?
No, I don't get it. Yeah,
Can
I
you
mean,
see my mouse?
yeah,
When
I
it
can see
goes
your
down,
mouse
you will
every time. Every time you move your mouse, yeah, I mean, I can see it. Yes, yes. I mean, you
can you
have
see the
some.
menu?
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, I see
Can
the
you
money
see the
data call, home
yes,
data call. What is next? Channels. The next
channels, automation.
automation and admin panel. Okay. And then the last one, AI. Okay.
Yeah. We have a list of you know, apps that we gonna, you know, pin here. It's like exactly like a operation system, right?
Uh-huh.
It's data. It's data. Um, that we have to that it is the call. It's a call center, right?
Man, this is something crazy. You integrate the call center into the Meridyen AI. Oh, yes, operating AI
Yes,
operating
you know,
system, you're
every
saying.
I will integrate you know, a package operation system. And in automation, it's the they'll have a box. It should be 13,000. Not sure. No, yeah. Right now I'm getting error. I will fix it. But it's it's the open claw. It's the open claw. Okay.
Yeah, agentic AI, you're saying, OpenClaw on the backside, and then isn't it the agentic AI?
Yeah, it's agentic and it's open claw. Here it's open claw. This is open claw.
Oh, that
Okay.
automation is the OpenClaw. Okay.
Yes. Automation is
Okay.
open claw.
How is it? How is it? I mean, what is I know it is still under development, but what is the idea there? How is it going to work?
Um, you know, OpenClaw sees other apps like data and calls and other apps we will add as a tools, as a skills. It can be when you ask something, they can, you know, manage to ask from which app, which question, uh, what in the next app. Okay. Um, and you can have automation, for example, said, okay, every Monday do, you know, go and find, you know, make this presentation and send it with WhatsApp to these guys,
Wow, that's
or
the Oracle guy. Yeah,
call to this person on this time.
exactly. This is surprising activities. So it is kind of replacing what I call RPA, robotic process automation, into AI automation with the power of open cloud, isn't it?
A type of yes, yes, yes.
So, for example, I get the sales, for example, I ask the sales question, and based on the response, if I, for example, this is a grocery, if I see the number of Ülker chocolate is less than 5 on the menu, on the shelf of Ülker, then it basically generates next activities, could be WhatsApp message or could be email with Excel file or could be something else, and then introduce the purchasing order for that specific item, right?
Exactly. And OpenClaw already connect to, for example, 10, 20 other apps. Okay, they can do lots of things for you.
Hmm. So that means we need to integrate the WhatsApp and all the call. Can you show me the call center one? Is it? I know we're still missing some of those background infrastructure, like the Meta and WhatsApp integration, I guess. But can you show me how is it going to work then? This call center and Meridyen AI data. What's the idea? What is the use case here?
Um, as I told you, it can, for example, if the order of something is less than something, you can call to this person, sets these things.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. So if the so I
Yeah,
question my database, and then if the specific information is less than my threshold, like the number of chocolate on the shelf, then I email the guy or call the guy, which is call center integration, or I don't know, or WhatsApp the guy or Excel emailing or whatever it is. Maybe interesting. Yeah, got it.
yeah, it's operation system. It's going to be operation system. You can have multiple app here, not just, call and data. You can have multiple app here. For example, market researcher, other apps. And already, as I told you already, OpenClaw has tens of these apps. Okay,
Mhm.
it's an operation system. You can automate everything in a company.
Amazing.
It
Uh,
what do you think?
for example, nowadays, Arash, we're running, pilot project, as you know, at MPG. And
Hmm.
MPG is, they produce heavy machines
Right.
and equipment, right? They have robotic systems and all of those. And they also have IoT, by the way, right? So using this kind of operating system layer of AI integration, does this mean we can orchestrate some of their machinery activities with AI?
Exactly.
And considering there is this IoT, considering those are the robotic systems, I cannot think of any tangible use cases because I really don't know the production activities there in terms of the industry. But
Hmm.
you're saying that we, in the next version, we're gonna be basically introducing what we call Meridyen AI operating system, and it goes much beyond than just the questioning their databases like NetSys in that case, but actually connecting many other relevant systems using these applications, right? And then automate so many of those things with agentic AI. I mean, these are such crazy stuff.
Yes, exactly. And as you can see, it's channels, already OpenClaw, it's OpenClaw channel, OpenClaw connected to WhatsApp, Slack, all the different social media, Telegram, all the social media. So we, for example, user can, we can do it with our current call center. But OpenClaw also has channels for Slack, for example.
So that means,
go ahead.
please.
Go ahead.
No, please.
So user can, for example, add a task with WhatsApp to the app, and it's going to operate the task, execute the task.
So if I list down, we already have the database connection that basically also has the call center integrated. And then the open cloud with the automation pieces, which replaces the RPA processes. And then channels like as if the customer or the company requires social channels integration. For example, I remember Turkish Airlines was asking me, how would you measure my social network, social media bad feedback, poor feedback, for example? That could be one of the use case, or maybe other use cases like the increasing this sales or communicating with their end users or their customers, etc. So those channels are not limited to like WhatsApp or Meta, Facebook, Instagram,
Yes,
but can also be integrated with the business layers like business WhatsApp or phone through the SMS, etc. And then you're saying that we can increase the number of applications. For example, if I ask you, Arash, can I integrate this operating system, AI operating system, with project manager tools, project management tools, like Jira, for example?
Yes. Yes, it can. The big idea behind it is automation want to know your company information, your company data. Here is your company data. Data.
Okay.
So OpenClaw connect to our system data to understand the data. Right. It's one step. It's one biggest step. Another, we have lots of tools to connect to the users. So, and it has a brain, so it can, and we can have multiple other apps. So it can solve every problem because he has all the data he needs from your database.
That's right.
And can respond to everybody you want.
Exactly.
So
So you're.
go ahead.
No. Please. Sorry for interrupting. My bad. I cannot. I'm excited.
Yes. The idea is that, because I see, OpenClaw is very famous right now, as you go to OpenClaw, GitHub. I don't know how much do you familiar with GitHub, but it is 300, about 50,000 star in just 2 months.
Oh my God.
Okay. And famous application like React, if you're familiar with React.
Yeah.
React get about 100,000 star in 2 years to 3 years.
Amazing.
And it's 300,000 in 2 months. So it is AI operation system, OpenClaw. But I know that OpenClaw issue, we solve one of the issue of OpenClaw. Right now in our application, now understand, correctly the data.
Exactly.
We
That's the most
solve a
critical
part
part.
of,
Exactly, sir.
yes, solve this
We
part.
we
And
connected companies' ERP system and enterprise data sets, and then we do the data engineering and prompt engineering to make sure the data we connected are rightly coming to AI, which is like multiple uh, weeks, not months activities. And once these two are done, including prompt engineering, actually three are done, then this, what we call Meridyen AI OS, already know the data of the company. Now, you're saying
yes,
that with the OpenClaw integration and then the call center integration and social network integration, then the companies can run the next step because the data is there, so they can question any of their problems, any of their question, and then see the, for example, recommendations or prediction. And based on the prediction, they can trigger one of those activities depending on which application is integrated, right?
right. You know, uh, we right now we have OpenClaw and the data he need to understand.
Mhm.
And we will add more app that user, company really needs. So OpenClaw automatically run these apps. It is OpenClaw, one feature of OpenClaw, it's run process 24 hours a day. Okay, you can ask, and it's very great if we have a GPU, local GPU for OpenClaw, so it can run it freely. It's just cost of electricity, power, and
Yeah.
create token, which is intelligence, create intelligence based on the data. 24 hours, you can ask a question, okay, go and get research about all of the data, all of the product I have. Do
Mhm.
some research about the price in other companies, and make a not power, Excel sheet, put all of those information in Excel sheet in a, with this list of columns, and send to this person in one,
Right.
text, one paragraph, and it goes and make the process, run it for example, 6 hours, and then return the report.
Yeah. The other day, I was talking with one of the grocery company here in my city. They were actually asking very similar question to me as a requirement, getting some of the data from their multiple markets, and then based on the shelf, the product shelf situation, they were thinking to generate some sort of quick report and then share with branch managers. This was the conversation just yesterday evening with one of the grocery manager here in my city. Easy to integrate. So my question, Arash, is how is it your timeline here? When right now the Meridyen AI data scientist product, if I call this way, is 3.7. How is your timeline here to get it 4.5? Sorry, 4.
Or, or- I think uh, integration of or two apps into OpenClaw and make this OS version 1. Actually, it is OS version 1.
Okay, OS version 1. Okay, got it. So your voice is dropping, breaking, Arash. Maybe my internet or your internet. Got it. That is going to be the OS version 1.
Yes. It's one
Amazing
week or
still.
2 weeks it takes to we have OS version 1. And we
Mhm.
said that right now we have, a full AI solution, a full AI solution. You can ask everything. You can, you know, automate. We said one paragraph in the, for example, WhatsApp. You can
Yeah.
create a task that takes 1 hour and it run and send you the response.
Yeah. Amazing story. We are, I mean, so it is so excited to see operating system version, how that works in a real use case scenario. Maybe we can run this use case scenario for our ongoing one of these projects like at ACOS or MPG. That's great, Arash. Let me stop the recording here.